Hello, everybody, and welcome back once again. Wednesday night edition of Inside the Headset. It is Week 7. It is Game 7, and we're rolling right through the regular season. We've got, after Friday night, there'll be 3 games left. Most of us will head into fall break, but right now, I've got on the phone with me a very happy coach from Helena High School. They are 6-0, fixing it, go into Game 7. Head coach of the Huskies, Head Coach Richie Busby. How you doing tonight, Coach?
I'm good, Stork. How are you?
I'm doing well. I've gotten to see some good football here lately. Been involved in some good broadcast, and fixing to head your way soon. I'll be in your neck of the woods next week, and really looking forward to coming. Your staff has been great. I've been communicating with them, and it's going to be a big time, Coach.
Yeah, we can't wait to have you down here. And hopefully you enjoy your visit, and we have a good game for you to see and broadcast.
Well, I'm just ready to get involved in the community and find out a little bit about Husky football, and that's what it's all about. Letting the kids have their Friday night. We'll get a couple of rosters, and we'll try to keep up with the game and let the fans have a good one. You were in a great game last Friday night against McAdory. Tell us a little bit about that game.
Well, McAdory is kind of like, the week before we had the game with Pelham, and, obviously that's a huge rivalry because the two schools, Helena split from Pelham 8-9 years ago, and so obviously that's a big rivalry there. But McAdory is just a few miles down the road, and it's another rivalry, and, they were undefeated 5-0 going to the game, same as we were. They were ranked, I think, 6 or 7, and we were ranked 9, so both teams were really playing well. The margin of scoring for allowing scoring for defense and our score was really close. So we knew it was going to be a close game, and they came in, and they've got a really good quarterback and some college level receivers, and they went up 14-0. We were able to settle down and come back and go up 28-14 before the half. And then it was kind of like the tale of different quarters. They came back out in the third quarter and kind of punched us in the mouth. And long story short, we went in 2 overtimes, and we were able to stop them on 4th and 1 twice. And then we scored on our first play of the second overtime to win 41-35.
Well, in that, Coach, I bet with all the highs and the lows, you felt like, am I going to get out of here alive, or is this thing going to, tailspin out of control, and then 1 minute you think you're right back in it, and you are in it, but then you're thinking, how long can we hold? And apparently, like you said, if they had some receivers, and then you scored quick, and it was just a little bit of back and forth there, and it really jars the nerves. But, man, that's where your kids really grow up, isn't it?
Yeah, and, we had talked all week. We kind of felt like, hey, we had been in some adversity this year, coming from behind to win a couple of games, and they had kind of ran off and kind of left their opponents each and every week. So we felt like if we could kind of compare it to a 12-round fight, if we could get in that and maybe get them late in the game, that we would have a chance. They're really talented on both sides of the ball, very well coached. And it actually played out like that. And, it went actually a couple more rounds than 12, but we were able to keep our feet, and we made a play there at the end. And just says a lot about our boys. They play hard, and they never think they're out of it, and when it's time to make a play, they usually do.
Well, and a lot of people don't know, but Helena High School doesn't have a whole lot of history. How long has the school actually been there? When was Helena High School built?
Well, this is our 8th football season, if I'm not mistaken. This is my 4th, so I think this is the 8th football season. In a school like McAdory has been playing football for 100-plus years. Or 80-plus, almost 100 years of football tradition over there, and then we've been playing 8. So traditionally in our state, McAdory is one of the top 5 teams every year in 5, and we're now the class of 6A. So that's where we're trying to get, and we're a young program, and we're still trying to earn everybody's respect. And, this week that's what we've kind of preached to our kids, is, hey, we've got to earn it every week. Because as soon as we don't perform, everybody, they kind of, well, that's Helena, so, we're trying to continue to battle and focus every week and stay in the moment. And that's going to be our biggest issue is, It's can we stay in the moment and do what we need to do each and every week.
Well, and I haven't been to your facilities yet and hadn't seen what you got, but being a young program, you go to other programs and you look at what they have and you say, man, I'd like to have some of that, or I'd like to have one of those. And I was talking with Coach Kreisky the other day, and, we talk about how expensive football gear is and what it takes to suit a kid, and the proper equipment and the proper sleds and the proper football throwing machines, all that stuff, and then a football costs $100. Man, it is a heck of an investment. You are, and you sure don't want to leave a bag of those footballs laying around. I mean, I'm just, a lot of people just don't get into or understand that when it rolls out on Friday night, that whole kit and caboodle, it's a lot of money rolling up and down the highway.
Well, it is, and high school football at our level in Alabama, and I'm sure up there in Tennessee at the 6, 7, 8 level, it has turned into a business. We're going to generate around $150,000 in gate receipts this year. So when you start talking about money like that and what it costs to outfit a team, and we're going to go to Mobile the last game of the season. You're talking about a $12,000 to $15,000 trip. So high school football has turned into a business, and that's kind of the way you've got to treat it. But it's a fun business to be in.
Oh, heck yes. And let's talk about this next opponent. And your schedule doesn't get any easier. You're going to take on Chilton County, and this is a region game, and they lost to Calera, which we will get to see Calera, but they got wins against Jemison and Shelby County. Talk about the Tigers, and I believe it is Coach Morrison.
Yes, it is. This week is homecoming for us. So.
Oh, congratulations! It's nice and crazy at your high school, and I'm sure your nerves are just fantastic.
Yeah, to add a little bit more adversity to what we've got going on, we've got homecoming this week. So, our biggest hurdle right now is ourselves. I mean, coming back after 2 big emotional rival wins with Pelham and McAdory, and then we got to come right back and get ready for a homecoming week, which we all know we want the kids to have a good time for homecoming, but like we've told our team all week long, come Friday night at 7 o'clock, we have a football game to win. And homecoming is about the alumni and those type things and the student body, but for us, it's about winning the football game. So that goes back to if we can stay grounded and stay in the moment and continue to do what we've done to get to where we're at, we're going to be fine. If we don't, it's kind of like I told them today, karma will get you. And if you're not doing what you're supposed to do and you're not preparing to win, it'll come back to bite you.
Coach, did you travel well on the road over to McAdory?
Well, we hosted McAdory.
Oh, you hosted McAdory. So sorry. You did. That TV game was at your house then. So how did that turn out for the gate and then the TV game? I thought that was on the road, but excuse me. Go ahead.
It was great. I won't talk, what we made, but it was significant. Like I said, the 2 towns are right down from one another. So another packed stadium, and I hope next Thursday night with us in Calera, which is another Shelby County school, I think you'll see a similar crowd next Thursday night. Not a lot of games going on Thursday night, and they've got the receiver that's committed to Alabama. He's a heck of a player, so there'll be a lot of good athletes around that field next Thursday night, and I hope we have a great crowd when you come down to experience high school football in Alabama.
I'm leaving at 4 a.m. from Orlando, and I just can't wait for that 4 a.m. bell for that alarm clock to go off. I kid you not, because people don't know. I mean, I gave you a link, and you got to see a few of the clips from the Lipscomb Oakland game. And when you're in that big of a game and that crowd is just wide open from kickoff to the last buzzer, there is just nothing like it. I mean, the energy that's running around on that field, it's just it's unbelievable, Coach.
Well, I tell our kids all the time. I mean, to get to play in front of the crowds and the student body. I mean, our student section is second to none. Our band is, 250 plus students, and it's a privilege to play in front of our fans and our student body, and it's just something that it's a once in a lifetime deal. And I hope they they absolutely enjoy every Friday night they get to do it because it'll be over in the blink of an eye.
Yep, and we're going to be there next Thursday night. Coach, good luck Friday night against Chilton County, and we can't wait to be in Helena next Thursday. And I'll just all I need now, I'm working on I'm working on a couple of rosters. If I get those in Excel's format, we'll be ready to roll.
All right, Storr. We look forward to having you and safe travels.
All righty, see you, bye.
All right, go Huskies.